From the subreddit UFOs. Ancient aliens in Spain? It reads Ascension of Jesus Christ, Anonymous Valencian, Tempera and Gold Leaf on Wood, 14-15 century. Yeah, not sure about this one. It's called the Ascension of Jesus Christ. If you zoom into the red fire-like stuff, that looks like Jesus's cloak, compare the cloaks of the people underneath, you can even just about make out some toes coming out of the bottom. So it seems a lot like Jesus is ascending into something. The black thing at the top could be clouds, it's right at the top of the painting, so hard to make out, but there appears to be some sort of squiggly physical indentation adding to the shape. It could also be blue, not black. Old paintings can have a layer of grime, the resin varnish darkens, pigment changes over time. I usually read too into these photos. But what is the repeated gold arch above the UFO that goes off to the left and right supposed to be? Because it also defines the shape of the top of the UFO. That's Jesus ascending into heaven, as indicated by the cloud, often depicted in medieval artwork as humps above a line. Ascension of the prosciutto. Jesus bod wrapped in black cloth and draped with red, laying horizontally as he ascends to heaven after his death at human hands. I do think religions come from contact with other life, but once I knew the title I knew what this was. Pretty sure it's a painting of an Orville Peck concert. Pretty sure it's a cloud. They be trippin' on. Too many jokes. I was hoping to hear some genuine intellectual analysis. At Uploaded, this is actually fascinating. I sincerely hope you find some real info on this. Ancient bacon. Your first mistake is assuming a guy in the 14th or 15th century has any idea of what happened 1400 plus years prior. Your second mistake is accepting this painting at face value. The third one is taking your modern train of thought and trying to force that on a 500 plus year old way of thinking. It's not an alien spacecraft. This is just Jesus ascending to heaven after his crucifixion. It's well known, mate. I saw this painting about a year ago, and just recently, after all the news about UFOs and stuff, I remembered seeing that painting. When I saw it, I even gasped, saying it looked just like a UFO, but my ex at the time didn't really say much, so to my embarrassment on mentioning the topic, I just ignored the painting like her, but it did keep me wondering. I've been trying to find that image ever since, and I finally found it in the museum's website. It was very well hidden. For some weird reason the website has the description all messed up since it has weird symbols, but from what I can gather it says, The Ascension of Jesus Christ. Anonymous, obviously the painter, Valenciano, from Valencia, Temple y Hoja de Oro sobre Madera, describing where the painting was done, Siglo XIV, 15, 14th to 15th century. Magic mushroom. I saw Jesus walk through a multicolored fog bank. So if Christ ascended into a UFO, does that mean that God is a gray alien? I'm cool with it, just want to clarify the thought process. Could be a representation of a mushroom. Could be a cloud and rain. Not so far out there to imagine. Definitely not a weather balloon. I think this has more to do with them worshipping psilocybin. This is one of those times you should have done the audio guided tour. Alien be dispensing bacon. Nah. No way they went into Spanish airspace. It's literally the bottom half of Jesus disappearing into a cloud. You can see his toes. No mystery here. It's a cloud, but let's not forget that Yahweh traveled in a cloud. Brah, there's tons of these paintings, yet people still believe we are alone in the universe, lol. Wow, never saw this. This is impressive. What the hell? Thanks for posting. That's obviously a cloud, and it's obviously raining blood. I see a mushroom. Maybe this is a cloud? There obviously used to be a type of flying jellyfish that went extinct. I mean, come on, geez. Nah. It's just raining blood from the lacerated sky. Since we now know there is no heaven in the clouds, if Jesus existed, why would he ascend into the sky? How far up did he go? Did he go into space? Let's say heaven is on another plane or realm/reality, then why put on a show for everyone? Why not just disappear like Bilbo? I see people being skeptics talking about that as Jesus ascending into heaven. Definitely, not the paranormal/supernatural/extraterrestrial event you are implying it is. Does it not seem very odd and ironic that the logical conclusion of the skeptic is that it is a supernatural event, not ET? Why are we so quick to jump to this even more unlikely conclusion? And how do we pass up the opportunity to talk about how a God dying in earth and ascending into heaven literally sounds like a UFO encounter? I mean, Could they possibly be any more interchangeable, especially when described by peasants 2,000 years ago? I am not saying that the painting is definitely a UFO or both Jesus/ET and heaven/UFO, just pointing out how silly it sounds going. This is clearly a painting of a god being teleporting to another dimension, not an advanced space shuttle visiting Earth, dummy. Dude, I went to the Asian Art Museum in Seattle and that place was full of stuff like this from BC to early AD.